Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be ignoring the wind. If it is a background noise, I am sorry, but I am inside. I've closed all the doors, but there is basically a mini blizzard going on outside. I'm going to be showing you today what I feed my horses because Gunner is 21 and he is looking pretty good for his age and for the severity of arthritis he has. So I thought maybe if you've got something similar and you don't quite know what kind of supplements to feed, what could help. And then I've got my moron of a 4-year-old. I'm still not quite over what he did to me yesterday. He threw me off. I had my first flying lesson off a bouncer. I've had him over a year now, and yes, I came off. So my neck, hence why I've got like my pimp Elvis collar up, because my neck is quite stiff. He threw me off onto, like, thankfully the menage floor, but it was wet sand, so it was quite hard. So I'm a little bit stiff today, but other than that, I'm just despising him for a few more hours. But I'll get over it, I'm sure. No, and then I'll show you what I feed Bouncer because of him being pretty elite compared to the horses that we've been used to. So he's got a special diet that the other two never got. So Gunner and Tunny used to be fed the same thing. It's just different quantities for a 14-2 and a 17-3. There was just different measurements. And now Bouncer is fed exclusively simple systems feed. I'll go a bit more into detail about that in a second. But when I first got him as a 3-year-old, I didn't quite know what to feed him. I tried just putting him on what the boys had, which was Happy Hoof and pasture mix. I was flying a kite the first time I walked him out. He would literally, because it was winter, I got him in December 2019, so the horses were in. They were in for about 3 days at a time. I walked him out and he reared like straight up. I was like, I have just bought the most expensive kite in the world. He was on his back feet, and then when I used to walk him into the like menage or anything like that, he would just go up, and I was like, he's on too much sugar, gotta get him off it. So I spoke to some friends and like my massage therapist for him, and I was like, what do you feed? And she said, she's the one that put me onto it, so it's Lauren Austin. She put me on to Simple Systems. She said, I won a voucher with them before, and now I just don't feed anything else because it's amazing. So I got in contact with Simple Systems and they gave me suggestions, and then they give you a trial pack. So you can try it for a discounted price and smaller measurements just to see if your horse likes it and stuff like that. And I have not changed since. So Bouncer, he is fed, I shall show you. So Bouncer is fed something called Lucy Stalks. That is lucerne chaff. Just pure and simple as it is. I've got him looking at me currently. So it's literally just Lucy stalks, lucerne, and it's just dried. It's a little bit dusty, so you do need to water it down, but it's non-heating. It fills the bellies. He is really looking at me. He's like, feed me please, because it is dinner time, sorry. So it can be acting as a partial hay replacer. It's also a bulking feed. It's good for just generally all-rounder kind of diets, low sugar, low starch, stuff like that. So then his bulk feed is Lucy nuts. So that is lucerne stalks again, compressed down, and then it's got all the benefits of going to a bigger size, so it's more economical for what you're paying, because you only need to put in a smaller amount for it to then get to a bigger size to then actually fill up their bellies. It is professional, I know, but what I feed him in an evening is a large heaped Dreamies tub, and it is, you water it down to the quantity of 2.5, like 1 tub to 2.5 water. So what I like to do in the winter is I like to put hot water in just to like treat him and warm up his belly a bit more. But you have to make sure that it's cooled down enough that you can put your hand in the feed, so you're not going to be burning them. So there's that. All right, so then you've got the big boy, Gunner. He is fed Happy Hoof. So when we used to have Tunny, we used to have the molasses free because he would get fat on air. But now, with not having Tunny, Gunner is now allowed to be back on the Happy Hoof containing molasses, because where he dropped so much weight, he needed the extra sugar to then be able to like change into fat deposits, because he's not in exercise, he's not really outside anymore because of how wet it is, and it's just not worth him slipping and hurting himself more. So this is a chaff. It's also got tiny little pellets in. It's palatable. You can do it as partial hay replacer if that's what you're struggling with at the moment. And he gets heaped, one massive heaped stub scoop in the morning and in the evening. And then, this is gonna be fun. Then he also gets pasture mix, but he gets the special one of the 16 plus, of the Dodson and Horrell 16 plus. It is guinea pig food, and it's packed with molasses because it's sticky. But like, this is what he needs. He needs to be able to store again, because he is a little bit all over the place with depression and just feeling a bit down in the dumps. But it's got all lots of different oats. It's got peas, maybe peas. Like I said, guinea pig food. Like, it smells so good. So it's no hardship struggling to get to the bottom of the bottom of the bin. Delicious. All right, I think we should get into the specifics of their supplements now, because there's a lot. I've had to write down everything that I feed them, and I know why we feed them, but I thought I'd just put it in an easier way of explaining it. So basically, first of all, Butte. So Gunner has arthritis in his hips, hocks, fetlocks. Basically, he's riddled with arthritis. So Butte is better known as Phenylbutazone. He gets one of these to two of these every day in his evening feed, because he really struggles being pent up in a stable, but the idiot breaks himself when he goes outside, so it's just, it helps. It's stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's really, really difficult. Do you want him to get hurt more outside, or would you rather him be stiff inside? But problem with feeding Butte is it can affect the kidneys, and also if you haven't signed, I think it's section 6 or 9 of the passport, if you feed your animal Butte, they cannot then go to market, like to slaughter market for human consumption. All my horses have always had that section struck off. I don't want any of my horses going through that, but if you do, that is your choice. But Gunner gets Butte. It is expensive, but he's priceless to us. I'm pretty sure yesterday I could have argued that, because it was him that caused me falling off. I'd tell you, it might not be, but I'm telling you, it's a large contributing factor. Okay, also I feed Gunner turmeric. He gets one massive scoop of turmeric. It smells delicious when you put the boiling water, that hot water into your dinner. It smells like a curry. Because they also get garlic, so I'll go into that one in a second. So turmeric is a natural anti-inflammatory, so that really does help him, and it also helps with the digestive system. When he doesn't have it, you can definitely tell, and it is just generally really good for older horses. If you get black pepper and turmeric, that's a good mix, but you can just get pure. You can get it off eBay, or just big packs like that. I think we get 3 big 2 kilo tubs at a time, and it's good for him. Okay, also, Gunner, he's a pricey one. Gunner also gets the NAF Respirator boost. He gets a cough, and he also, like, it is vile. He coughs up like the curds, the custard curds. I can't handle that. Ellie does not do spit. She does not do anything like that. I'm retching, I'm out. Someone else has got to sort it. But no, this has been a godsend. I genuinely believe this has helped him a lot. Like, I haven't walked in and vomited for a while. Thanks, NAF. Thanks for that. Okay. We also feed garlic granules. They get, I'm pretty sure this scoop is from a Vanish tub, but they get one of those every evening. So garlic is naturally good at fly repellent, and it's also good for reducing blood pressure. This is quite handy because Gunnar has now been diagnosed with a slight heart murmur, but it's hardly surprising for his age and his size. And then it also helps purify the blood. So garlic, there's a lot of good science about garlic. So yeah, that's why we feed it. Gunnar again. Bloody horse. So Gunnar also gets fed devil's claw root. It is a naturally grown and produced herb. Oh, dust. Ew. Again, it is another anti-inflammatory. You can tell the difference when he has not been on this. So like if we've accidentally run too low on bute and we've like just missed the order by 1 or 2 days, this is still good enough. I'm pretty sure it's a replacement, but we do the both because he's so big. So it is Bounce's turn for you to judge me. I feed him Simple Systems Total Eclipse, and it is said to be a blend of top quality ingredients for our ultimate forage balancer, feed all year round to complement forages and grazing. It is to improve hoof strength, coat quality, in general health. It's got prebiotics in, made up of cooked linseed, seaweed meal and brewer's yeast. So it's got all these naturally occurring things in it, and it works. It's not saying, oh, it's going to calm him down or it's going to make him more energetic. It just gives him all the natural nutrients he needs, and I can't complain. It's really good. On top of that, he also gets linseed oil. Be careful with linseeds because if they are uncooked or raw, they are poisonous. So make sure you buy a cooked product, or if you're going to do it yourself, cook them thoroughly down. You can make into a jelly or something like that. But I also give him cold pressed linseed oil. Excellent source of beneficial essential fatty acids. It will help maintain a silky shiny coat as well as being a very effective digestive aid. Gunnar is on cod liver oil. I don't know if your parents or you might be on cod liver oil supplements. It is generally to help the joints and to help things keep moving. It just helps lubricate and keep things happy. It also helps with healthy heart and then hoof growth and strength. And then it can also calm excitable horses. Gunnar gets 3 pumps. We have now got some very hungry horses, so hello. We might as well start sorting out their dinner, and you can just see the quantities and kind of stuff that I put in, and then we will say sayonara.
I've realized, and I'm realized, and I'm dying to tell you, you're blowing my mind. I don't know what's in my head. I've tried some time, and I'm dying to tell you, you're blowing my mind. I don't know what's in my head. I've realized.
I'm a nuisance for this little outro. If you have any questions, don't ask me because I'm not a nutritionist. I just know because of what a nutritionist has told me. I hope you have lovely weekends. It's now Sunday, so have a nice week. And I have a little surprise for next week's video. Hopefully should be up Saturday, Sunday. And I shall see you all then. Goodbye!